So welcome to another episode of Get to Know Armenia. Today I am going to be talking a little bit about Armenians and the countries that are around it. Maybe relate to almost as Armenians, but they're not Armenians. This isn't explaining it very well. So the countries that I feel connected to in some way are like Cyprus, therefore Greece, Lebanon, and just like Arabic kind of cultures as well. I'll tell you what, in the Middle East, all the food is pretty much the same. Of course, Cyprus and Greece aren't in the Middle East. I know they get really, really mad when I do that and say it is the Mediterranean, but in my head, it's very similar culture to Armenians. Armenians and Greeks are very, very similar in my head, and I know they're like, no, we're completely different, no, blah, 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 blah. But you're not, okay? We have really big families, really loud people, you know, in general, the Jewish people and Armenians and Greeks. Just all of us three, I feel like, are the most similar cultures ever. As I said, big families, eat a lot, big noses. I know you're gonna hate that, but it's true. Monobrows sometimes, but yeah, just really big families, and we all celebrate like similar cultures. Of course, Israel is Jewish. Judaism a different, you know, religion and everything, but Greeks and Armenians have the same culture, and Christianity is Orthodox Greek and Orthodox Armenian are very, very similar. Same holidays, so Easter, we both do this thing with the eggs. You would have seen in my vlog. We dye the eggs and we kind of attack each other with it. A lot of fun. But we both do that, and we have to say the same thing pretty much. Armenians say Christos Hariamenos, and I think Christos Anesti. I think that's right. I don't know. I might be wrong, but I know my granddad says that. It originates probably from Cyprus, which is why we celebrate it, because we're Cypriot Armenians. These countries, well, I've never been to Israel, but I've been to Greece and Cyprus many, many times. My family's there. So I feel very connected to that country. Of course, also we have the Arabic culture, which is also very similar to Armenians. I feel like Armenian is the perfect mix of all these countries. It's kind of plonked in the middle. It was plonked in the middle of all of them. So that's probably why we have all this fusion of like cultures and everything. And it's just amazing having all these things that we can experience kind of together. But when I went to Lebanon, it was just a complete eye-opener. I couldn't believe how closely related we were to like these Arabic people, and I was like, oh my god, but Arabics are like, you know, they blow up buildings, blah blah blah. I know, I was naive and I was stupid, but that's how, you know, kind of our society raises us to believe, and it's not true. I had to actually go to Lebanon to actually realise that it's not like that. It's nothing like that. It's a beautiful country. The culture's amazing. I mean, they love to party. That's one thing I didn't realise. They love to party. And half the country is pretty much all Christian. So, I mean, they have barely any Muslims living there. I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all. That's not what I mean. I'm telling people at home who do stereotype things, it's not what they think it is. I'm going on a huge tangent here, but as I said, so these cultures, I feel, for those who don't know, the Western Armenians, I feel like this is what we relate to. Of course, the Eastern Armenians are going to be like, no, we're nothing like that, because you're not like that, and I know you're not like that. But for the Western Armenians, the majority of us are like that, especially if you're from Lebanon or Cyprus. So anyway, that was another Get to Know Armenia. Comment below if you have any questions or anything you want me to video about Armenia. I'll do it. So anyway, like and subscribe, and thanks you guys for watching.